out in the boonies, and the connection sometimes cannot be too great, and the Wi-Fi seems to be running slow today. So while we're started here, y'all let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully it's not too fuzzy. Videos tend to be fuzzy when I do them out here, but we're working with what we got to work with. So y'all leave a comment. Let me know if y'all can see me good. See me and hear me. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. I'll wait for somebody to let me know. Where'd everybody go? We went from 4 to 1. I decided to do a live a little bit earlier in the day today. I've been trying to do lives every Sunday, and it just seems like it's more convenient to do it later in the evening. Morning time, I know people's got church and things like that, and around here at least people have church. And Sundays are more of like a family day and things like that. But Sunday is about the only day that we have free around here, and I was doing it in the evening, and I decided we'd just do it a little bit earlier today. Picture's a little fuzzy, but fine. Awesome, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Hopefully, maybe we can fix this later in the future. I might just have to stay home when we do these lives. That way people can actually see me. Because for whatever reason, it just don't work as well out here at the farm. But anyways, I wanted to do a live a little bit earlier in the day to see if that'll help some of you all out. I had a comment from the last live that we did, and a sweet little lady that shows up for all my videos told me that maybe if we could try it a little bit earlier in the day when everybody else isn't doing their lives. So that's what we're doing. But I thank you all for showing up and hanging out with us today. Today is a big day here on the farm. Our sweet little 10 years soon. Miss Pipsqueak's babies, I don't know if where they were just premature. I don't really know what the situation is, but her babies just don't want to open their eyes, which is something new. I've never had to do that before, so I get to add that to my repertoire of things that I've learned to do since I've been a homesteader, since we've had animals. There's always something new to learn. And if you're going to be a farmer, you better be willing to learn, because if you're not willing to learn new things, you're probably going to struggle. You got to keep on the ball with the farm animals. But anyway, we had to do that, and Miss Clover's babies, this will be her, let me see, this will be her 4th litter since we've had her. Well, since forever, that she was a baby when we got her, and so she's 6 weeks old when we got her. It'll be her 4th litter, and her babies are like this big. They're 10 days old, and they're huge. They're so big compared to Pipsqueak. So Pipsqueak's babies, she's a first-time mama, and so, and they were premature, like I said, and I think that's why we're having the issues with the eyes. But they're so sweet. And usually when I post a picture or video, I post a picture or video of Pipsqueak's babies. So you all probably haven't seen much of Clover's babies, but they're absolutely beautiful. She's got 2 brown ones in there that are just the cutest. And every time we have a litter of these babies, every time I say, when we have a brown one, I'll say, I'm going to keep the brown one. I'm going to keep the brown one. I think the last 3 litters, we've had maybe 1 brown one in each litter. This go around, she gave me 2 brown ones, and I've already sold. So, well, at least I've got 1 sold, but the woman said that she would be interested in both of them. She's wanting 2, but she don't know if she wants both of them to be brown or just the 1 brown. But I ain't had luck at keeping a brown one yet, but it's because they're so beautiful. They're just beautiful. They're like you get like a wild color, but in the domestic rabbit, and there's just something about them that are so pretty. I'm in the process right now of looking for another buck, though. I need to get me another meat. Hopefully, I would on the Flemish Giant size, but maybe a pretty color meat rabbit, just to add some more blood into my rabbitry. I don't want to. I don't want to breed brothers and sisters. I mean, I know you can. I know you can inbreed. I'm perfectly okay with line breeding, but I don't want to see inbreeding too much unless I have to. And so, we'll have to see what comes of that. But I am looking for a male. Also, this week, guys, I haven't been posting as much. And the main reason is because we've got so much going on. We've had those babies born. Unfortunately, there's a video coming out as well with me opening up the baby's eyes. Miss Nala has been sick. She has been down. She's been down for a long time, and I couldn't figure out what was going on with her. She wouldn't eat. She's still not eating as much as she used to, but she's had an infection in her foot. She had a big, well, not a big abscess. She had an abscess that was up in her foot that I trimmed her feet and I could not find it. And I thought, well, maybe it's joint or something like that. And my sweet little husband went and found the abscess for me. So we've been cleaning that and digging that out. And then on top of that, I was talking about my sweet little husband. And anybody who's watched us for any extended period of time knows that I hate my chicken coop. It's been awful to get in and out of. It's inconvenient. It's just awful. We talked about moving places for the chicken coop, and maybe later on in years we can do that, but it's just right now that's not possible. And so he's put me a new roof on my chicken coop, which is going to be it's going to make a big difference. It's going to make a big difference. But that video's coming out too. But he surprised me. He seen me struggling the other day. If you watched my mulch video, he seen me struggling the other day trying to get mulch in that coop. And I think it's really bad for me. And so, love his heart. He started working on my coop that night and then left the next morning and said, I got to run to Lowe's. And he ran to Lowe's and got some metal and his sweet husband for doing that for me. It's an extreme thing because it's been really difficult getting in and out of that coop, and we've done different things throughout the years to try to fix it, and it's getting better, but the roof is going to make a big difference, and I'm super excited about it. Are we still good? Can you all still hear me well? There ain't many people talking back and forth. I feel awkward. I'm talking to myself. Everybody still hear me? Well, there's the crew now. We were here by ourselves. Andy and Lakin and Ricky went off fishing, and they're rolling in right now. By the way, guys, talking about Andy again, he's just getting all kinds of bragged on. He got me this cute shirt. Let me stand up and I'll show you. Can you all see it? It's a chicken. It's so cute. I love it. I'm in love with it. It's got like a little water tower. It's just beautiful. I'm in love with it. So what have you guys been into? What's been going on up y'all's way? No fishing? No fishing. They're both coming back. Or both vehicles are coming back. Oh. Why didn't Daddy go fishing? Oh, look what my sweet, lovely angel got me. Did you get Mommy? This is one of my favorite candy bars. She got that for her mama. What are you doing, sweetheart? I've got my L8 right here. Do you want to put that in the fridge for Mama? That we don't melt out here?
And we got light in them.
I wonder why the fish wasn't 40 minutes. We ain't gonna be having fish for supper tonight, looks like. Anyways, how's everything been going y'all's way? What projects have y'all been doing? I know fall is a big time to get things done, get projects done. I was hoping that this fall we would have a garden. I know you all, if you watch our garden video, or one of our last garden video, I think, that I made, we dug up our potatoes, or a row and a half, I think, of the potatoes, or a row of the potatoes, and they turned out horrible. They turned out absolutely horrible. But that day we planted greens, but they didn't make it. We were under the impression that the frost wouldn't hurt the greens, but I think that they just were too small. This is our first year growing a fall garden. It's our first year planting greens, and it just didn't work out. So Lord willing, maybe we can plant them again in the early. You can plant greens around that time, but hopefully maybe we can plant them in the early springtime and get some greens, because I'm really looking forward to some greens. I think we planted I think it was kale, mustard greens, spinach, and collards. And I think only one area, I think it was the collards that were coming up, and the frost just hit them. They're laying down and they're black, if they're even still up. I haven't even been up there to check on them because they just wasn't doing no good. What are you doing, Pip?
I left in the freezer last night. I didn't realize until I...
Is it frosty?
Yeah.
Look, guys. She's matching her mama. I showed her my shirt. She's matching her mama. I know the days of wanting to match me are short, so we're taking advantage of them.
Hey, y'all, if you're watching this and you're in Denver, go do Roll King.
Yep. Yeah, Daddy got them for us at Roll King. Is it? Yeah, it is. That sun's bright, guys. I come up on the front porch to do the live because I was hoping that it would be a little bit better, that you all be able to see me a little bit better, and that the sound would be better, but it just doesn't do very good out here at the farm. And the sun's shining in my eyes. And I tried to move it around where it wasn't, but it didn't work out too well.
One thumbs up.
Yeah, we got one thumbs up, and we got 2 people watching. If you're watching right now, tell us where you're from, if you're comfortable with doing that. If you're new here, we're from Eastern Kentucky, and we're the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
In our left pocket.
And so we're right at the bottom. You go pretty much any which way, and you drive in the mountains, but we're right at the bottom. We're right at the foothills. I think they call our area the gateway to the mountains, actually. But we're right at the bottom, and so that's where we're at. It's interesting to see where everybody's from, so if you are comfortable with letting us know where you're from, you can leave a comment and let us know. I'm hoping that a few more people will hop on here. What, did you all go down to the spillway?
Well, we went to the gas station and Papa wasn't feeling good.
Was Daddy with y'all?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
So what happened?
Oh, okay. And he didn't go video. I'm a new subscriber. I wonder what farm and how far is home. Ooh, that's cool.
What is it?
No, our plan is not to have any more children.
Sadly but surely.
Sadly but surely. I don't.
Me and her want one.
Yeah, we want more babies, but Daddy don't. And Daddy's firmly set on and not having any more kids. Me, myself, I would probably have a few more.
I'd like to adopt a kid.
Yeah, we've talked about adoption and we've talked about foster care, but as far as me carrying another child, that's probably not in the cards for us. Let's see. I was wondering what farm is. The farm is 15 minutes from where we live. Since you're a new subscriber, you probably have not heard me talk about this before. Our farm is actually my mother-in-law's and father-in-law's land. And so they've lived here, I think, for 20 years or somewhere around there, maybe a little less than 20 years, but close to 20 years. And they were just mowing the grass. They were mowing the 3 acres, and then we do have a strip of wooded area. They were mowing it, and
We just started hauling animals in.
and about when Lakin was about 2 years old, we talked him into getting a cow, or talked him into getting 3 calves. We went and helped them pick them out, and they had some cows in here for a while, and they took them to the stockyard and sold them. It for a good price at that point in time, and there wasn't any. And so we got our horses, and up until about last year, the spring of last year, we had horses, and we sold out of our horses. We had 3 horses. We raised and broke Rocky Mountain horses for a period of time. We also had a Tennessee walking horse. He was the first one to go. He was a Gildan, and he was a little over 15. Was he 15? He was 15 hands, a little over 15 hands tall, and he was too tall for me to get on and off of. And so that's why we got into the Rocky Mountains. They're only about 14 hands, and they're a lot easier to get on. And so we bought a mare. She's a Rocky Mountain mare. She's 30 years old now, or close to that. Was she close to 30 years old?
Okay.
She is. Yeah, I think she's gonna turn 30 years old in the next year or so. But she was only 26, I think, when we got her. And she was my very first horse that was my own. She was a beautiful girl, and I miss her. I miss her dearly. We sold her, and she's in a good home now, but I miss her. And that brought us to our sweet girl Hannah. She was a show quality, show bred Rocky Mountain mare, and we bought her pretty much right after she was just weaned. She was little. And we raised her up and broke her and sold her to a family who shows Rocky Mountain horses in our area. And she is a showgirl now, and so she does shows, and she is such a huge accomplishment. She was kid broke. She was very gentle and came from amazing lines, and we were lucky to have her on the farm. And of course, we miss her, but we get to we'll be able to see her in the show rings around our area, and so she's not so far that we can't see her. What were you saying, Lakin?
She's actually the first horse I was able to get on.
Yep. Yeah, Lakin learned how to really ride on Hannah, which is crazy because she was a 2-year-old mare, but she was really sweet and really gentle. And so that leads us to the next thing. The horses slowly led to, along with the horses, with the cows. We did get horses for the pastures where the cows was at, but it also led to chickens, and then chickens led to goats, and then goats led to rabbits. And so, within about a 6-year period. Oh, we've also had ducks too. They had ducks here on the farm when Lakin was about a year old. So within an 8-year period, we've had ducks, chickens, ducks, chickens, rabbits, goats, horses, and cows on this little 3-acre lot. And we do our best to try to be as sustainable as possible. We haven't got to the point where we can't go to the grocery store anymore, but hopefully, Lord willing, with some perseverance and some time, we can build ourselves up in order to not have to go to the grocery store anymore. And we only come once a day. Now, we are here for hours at a time in the day, so we don't like pop in for an hour and then leave, or pop in for a few minutes and leave. We do come, and when we do come, we do spend hours here. I'm a stay-at-home mother and a homeschool mama, and my husband owns his own construction business. And so our hours are pretty flexible with what we're being able to do and how much time we can spend out here on the farm, and we do try to spend as much time as possible out here. We spend more time here than we do at home. And so, but the things that I'm uncomfortable, especially with getting here on the farm, that I would like to get later on when we can purchase our own farm. And that's what it boils down to. At this point, we're unable to purchase our own farm, or even find a farm in our area that has come on market that meets the needs that we have and what we want. And so, some people my age, I will say, rush and buy a place right off, and it's like a starter home. But we are looking to save and put back and hopefully get something that's gonna stay with our family, something that we can pass down on to our daughter. And so there's some specific things that we're needing out of farmland. But the animals that I would like to have on this farm, one of the main things I would like to have on this farm is I would like to have some milk goats. And at this point, I'm unable to have milk goats due to the fact that we do not live here on the farm. I would be more comfortable if we lived here on the farm to have a milk goat. Although we spend most of our time here, it's still something that I want to live here for. Let's see. Hey, Cassidy. Popping in real quick to say we're at the hospital with Nevaeh. She has a fever. Oh, bless her heart. We will. We'll pray for her, Cass. I'm sorry. We love y'all. It's okay. It's okay, honey. I understand. Yeah, we'll pray for her. I hate that. Bless her heart. Poor little thing. But yeah, that's the long explanation about our farm. And we only, our home is only about 15 minutes away. But we do spend, like I said, most of our time here. We're in New Mexico. That's something, we've never been out west. We were talking about taking a vacation. Last week or so, we were talking about taking a vacation. My husband's parents live in, or my husband's dad, his mom lives here. And we thought, well, do we want to go to Florida or do we want to go somewhere else? Hello. And so we've talked about going out west somewhere. Somewhere warm is where we would like to be. It's getting winter here, and a lot of people tend to want to. Did I say warmer? It's getting cooler here. It's getting colder here. We've got our colder nights now. And a lot of people tend to want to go where it's warm, and we are different. We talked about maybe going to Louisiana, but we just don't know much about Louisiana. And so out west we would be really, really cool. I've never actually, besides like maybe Texas, I've never actually thought about going that way down into the western part of the United States. Because where we're in Kentucky, we're not in the middle of the United States. We're on the eastern side, and kind of kind of the top. We consider ourselves Southerners. We say we live in the South, but I mean, I guess Kentucky's a Southern state. Our mannerisms and our mannerisms, our attitudes towards different things, I feel like are very Southern. I feel like we're very Southern people when it comes to things like that. Um, especially in the Appalachian Mountain region. It's almost like even in our own state, the people that live in the Appalachian Mountain region, I feel like we're different in some ways. I don't know. We were in a different town the other day. My daughter had a doctor's appointment. We're in a completely different town. Not very far from us, about 45 minutes from us, and we had stopped in a little restaurant, was eating, and I was talking to these people, because I'm friendly, and I had a chicken on my shirt, and the guy said, he said, I like your shirt, and I said, well, thank you. And he said, y'all have chickens, and we got to talking about chickens, and there was an older lady that was sitting next to him, and she said, where y'all from? You from down south? I said, no. No, I'm from here. But if you're not from the Appalachian Mountains, I don't know, just this region in the state of Kentucky is just like no other area. We're just a different kind of people for whatever reason. We're just different. But I've never been out west. That's something that would be very interesting to do. I have some family members that have went out west a few times and seen some different things. They traveled this road, from Kentucky, went through some of the western states all the way to California, and it was really neat. But it's crazy to me that it seems so different out there. Like when you see videos or movies of that area, it just seems so different than what's here. And while I'm talking about the different areas, what it looks like when we go down to Florida to visit my husband's dad, or we go anywhere that's outside of our little mountain area, you start coming in and start seeing them Appalachian Mountains, you're close to home. And thank you, I appreciate it. You're close to home, and seeing them mountains, you can fit something about the Appalachian Mountains just pulls at it pulls your heart, and you're like just rooted. And then when you leave, it almost breaks your heart just to turn around and say goodbye to the mountains. But when you're coming towards them, it's a beautiful sight to see them mountains in your eyeballs. It don't matter how far away they are. When you see them, you're close to home. And that's one thing about it. That these mountains are our home, for sure. I'm getting thirsty all this talking I'm doing. Anybody else have any questions while we're on here? We were talking about kids and things like that. If you have questions, let me know. I'll surely be glad to try to answer what I can. Thank you for calling me pretty. I appreciate it. Bree is your name, I think. I appreciate it. Leave your questions down below. I appreciate everybody showing up too, and the comments that people have made, and everybody that's popped in. What does blue jacket mean? Somebody commented blue jacket. Yeah, the mountains are I could go on about the Appalachian Mountains like a crazy person, but they're just home. I'm sure there's something in your area that you just see and you know that it's just home, but the mountains are our home. And like I said, you know, we don't from where we're at, from like I said, like our area is called the gateway to the mountains. We're right at the we're foothills. We're the bottom of the mountain, you know, and but all around us you can see the old Appalachian hills, and um, we're hill country, as they call us. Um, but they're home. I don't know. There's something about this place that just I don't know if you ever get on YouTube and look up like people that are from Appalachia, and they talk about how hard it is, how living in the Appalachians is hard living, and there's especially people up in the mountains like in the Harlan area and Hazard and places like that. They have a hard life, and there ain't hardly no work up there, and um, they struggle, and they always have. It's always been a struggle, and when the coal mines come in, it gave them people work to do, and it was a livelihood, um, and that's all them people know. And but if you go up there and you check out them and you watch videos of the people talk about how hard their life is, and then people always ask them, they always ask them, why have you left Appalachia? Why haven't you left this place? Um, and they just say, this is home. This is home. And it's just something about it. Something about these mountains that just, I don't know, they're attached to your heart. They're just attached to your heart, and when you leave, you realize very quick. You get homesick, or at least I do, and a lot of people do. You get homesick fast. Um, it's just, I don't know, something about them, something about these hills. But you hear people talking about that, about how the mountains are just their home. Um, and like I said before, there's just something about this area that's so different. It's just so, it's almost like it's, and people think we're odd and weird and stuff, but it's almost like in this area we just attached ourselves to old ways, and we held on to those old ways, and I don't know if it's like this everywhere else, but I think that's why people think we're so weird. Is just because we just hold on to the old things, um, and it seems like other areas, other places of the United States just don't, especially bigger cities, they just don't hold on to the old things. Um, they don't hold on to the old ways. I know places. Um, I know there's something about it, you know, every state and something about every place, but um, I almost wonder if that's why they think we're weird in this area, or why people feel bad for us, because we're just kind of backwards. We just we just do things a little bit different, and that's okay. I wouldn't want to be like anybody else anyway. We're just built a little different. You doing all right, Ricky? We got 5 people on. Silly chickens, are you all, were you born and raised in New Mexico, or is that just where you all live? I know you said that uh, I know you said you were from New Mexico. To be honest, that's a state I don't know much about. I mean, I know it's somewhere around maybe the Texas area, or, you know, in that kind of region. But I just don't know much about the western part of the United States. I've wrapped myself in these little hills and ain't got out much. Ain't tried much. It would be interesting to go see that side of the state. though, of the United States. So go see that side of the United States. And I appreciate everybody that showed up. We've had quite a few people show up. I'm running out of stuff to talk about, though. I feel like I've rambled on. Mom, are you still on here? I don't even see your comment anymore. I was talking about that chicken coop earlier. I'm hoping maybe we can finish it. Like I was talking about earlier, my husband, Andy, he works for himself. But he's got some big jobs coming up here soon that he's got. We're going to do, we put up a couple sheets of metal on the roof on that, but we're going to add a couple more sheets to the coop to cover it more. And then I think what we're going to do is take chicken wire, which y'all will see the video, and Lord's willing, you see the video if it ever gets posted. I've still got to edit it. There's a lot of footage to go through, and that's just part one. And but we got some more work to do on it, and I'm hoping that maybe we can move a little bit farther on it this week. We'll just have to see. There's a few other things for the first time this year to get roll bales for the goats, and we're gonna maneuver around and try to get some roll bales for the goats, and hopefully. I'm scared to do roll bales, and one of the main reasons why I'm scared to do roll bales is the mold. I know that it's, roll bales tend to get mold on them a little bit quicker than, but we feed, flakes out of square bales, small square bales, and so I know that they tend to get more mold on them. So we're going to figure out a way to maneuver around to give the goats some roll bales, but also try to figure out how to keep them from jumping up on them. I don't know. I'm just nervous about roll bales. Around the end of January and February is pretty much when our winter is. Our deep winter, our heavy winter, towards the beginning of the year, and it's going to be so much easier to do that to trek through the snow and through all the wet and the rain and the mud and stuff to do the hay. That'd just be one less thing that we wouldn't have to worry about, and we could put a roll bale in there. I'm guessing a roll bale is gonna like a 5-4 roll bale is probably gonna last us a couple of months. I'm gonna say 2 months though for the goats. They go through the square bales, the smaller square bales. They go through 2 a week, and a 4x4 roll bale is about $25, and a regular small square bale is about we pay $3 for it. So a big large roll bale should do us for a while and hold us through the winter. We're just gonna have to see. We always did the roll bales for the horses throughout the winter. We did square bales, and so we went through a lot of square bales when we had horses. So we're not going through near as much with the goats and the rabbits. And so I feel like the round bales are going to do this pretty good. Thank you all for hanging out. Feel like people have really stuck with me. Y'all leave a comment and let me know if around this time, works a little bit better than the 5 or 6 o'clock. This is an experiment to see if this time works a lot better. So y'all leave a comment and let me know if this time works better for you, or if you feel like a different time will work better for you on a Sunday. Saturdays really just aren't feasible, and throughout the week is really hard to get a live done. But I really like doing these lives because I feel like it connects you all better. Being able to have it almost feels like a one-on-one conversation with you all, and I really like doing this. So if you like this, if you like doing the lives, if Sunday around 3 o'clock works better for you, or if another time works better for you. Well, it's 3 o'clock for me. So around this time, whatever time it is for you all, does this time work for you? Just that's what I want to know. I want to know if this time works for you all on Sundays. I would appreciate the input. And the people that's usually here, um, I'm not seeing our usual ones, but I'm seeing new faces, and so that's great. And if you're on here and you're commenting or you're watching and you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you want to learn a little more about our channel, I've talked about it on this video, but we are, I know new people are popping in. We are a homestead in the Appalachian Mountain region. We have goats, chickens, rabbits, and we are trying our best to live a sustainable life. We can on this channel. We cook on this channel. We sing gospel music on this channel. We're a Christian family channel, and so if that's anything that you would be interested in, subscribe, because we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. I just want to pop in. See if I can get it. There we go. There she is. Susie, get you a stool. That way you're not sitting on this, breaking the arm down. She's gonna get a stool. Andy not mowing the lawn today. He always seems to mow the yard when I'm doing videos. No, he went fishing and then he came back. I don't know. He wasn't gone very long. So I don't know if he actually went fishing, if he was able to farm on the far corner of the squirrel home. So hopefully he'll bring us some squirrel in and we can have squirrel for supper. There we go. I can't see you for the light. It's a bad angle. Also, in other news, y'all, we all three of our girl goats that I wanted bred are bred now. So Cammy is bred, Bob is bred, and Edie is bred. And so hopefully we'll be having some baby goats in the spring. That'll be wonderful.
Yeah, baby goat time.
Oh, I'm about to take the thing. And so that's great, and I'm really excited about getting us some baby goats. Also, what was I going to say? I had discussed on other videos on what my breeding plans were for the goats. For the goats was to breed Nala with the condition that she's got in within a period of her being in really bad shape and having the abscess in her foot. I don't think it's a good idea to breed her. So we're going to let her get her strength back, let her get her weight back. All she's been wanting to eat is hay and grass. She's been wanting to eat any grain. And we've got her on antibiotics, of course, and we're doing, all the things, all the doctoring. And so we'll just have to see if that works out. We moved from Texas to New Mexico for my husband's job. God bless you. And I appreciate it. Thank you. God bless you all as well. When I think New Mexico, I think Texas. I don't know why. That's how my mind works. When I think New Mexico, I think Texas. I had my best friend growing up. She was my childhood friend. She worked in Texas for a short period of time. Sorry guys, that noise is probably horrible. Or not Mexico. Why did I say Mexico? She went to Texas. Her and her little family for a short period of time to do military training. And so she lived there, but she wanted to come home. I remember calling her and saying, "How's Texas going?" She says, "I hate it. I hate it here. I want to come home." And so she got her training done, and she skedaddled back home as quick as possible, I believe. Oh, it's really bright.
How many people are on here?
And there's 5 people on here.
The girl is training for the marathon?
No. I was talking about the goats. I don't want to breed Miss Nala. until she's doing better. And that's okay. I mean, she gave us a baby this year. She was the only one that gave us a baby this year. We've had horrible luck trying to get babies. If you've watched our channel for any extended period of time, you probably know that. But we hopefully are going to have baby goats soon. Y'all cross your fingers. Y'all pray for us. Hope, pray, wish that we have babies this year. The Lord blessed us with Little Ranger, or next year. It'll be next year. The Lord blessed us with Little Ranger, and we are extremely thankful for him, and I'm thankful for the blessing that the Lord gave us with him. But hopefully we can do a little bit better this year, and the Lord will bless us with not one baby, but hopefully more than one.
We might get twins on.
Yeah,
let's pray we get twins.
Let's pray for 3 sets of twins. That would be great. 6 babies would be wonderful. But we'll just have to see. Let's keep comments appropriate, please. This is a family channel. And I'm all for funny jokes, but inappropriate jokes are not cute. And so let's keep things nice and polite, and join in with nice, kind words if you can. Like I said, I love a good joke, but I don't like inappropriate things. And so if you want to participate with kindness and sweet words, please, because inappropriate jokes are just not funny to me. If you want to make me laugh, come up with a good dad joke, or a good joke about animals, because those are funny. Speaking of that, this is my favorite joke of all time. I've told it to about everybody. It cracks me up every time, and it's so simple and so innocent and so sweet and so cute. And so I'm going to tell you all. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. That's my favorite joke.
Why the chicken? I asked y'all this and y'all got to answer. Why the chicken two eggs?
You gonna tell them why?
They gotta do it.
She's not gonna tell you why.
You have to guess.
Yes, we do have a mailbox for packages. If you want to shoot me an email,
Yeah, please get the It's like Christmas.
If you want to shoot me an email, if you need my address, which if you need my address, I can give you my address. So but we're not asking for anything to be sent. It's very sweet of people to do that, and we have had things sent to us, and it's super sweet.
I'm finally gonna tell y'all the joke. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side?
To get to the other side, guys. See, that's the kind of jokes that are funny.
I asked my dad, and he said, that's another joke about as a chicken crossed the road. He said, lay it.
Yep.
He got on the wrong side of the road and it has to lay eggs.
Yeah, he had to. He didn't lay eggs.
But she did.
She did. She laid eggs.
And then it turned into silver.
We got chickens making noises down there. I haven't checked eggs today, so I have to check our eggs. It's winter time, and they are.
Molting too.
Molting.
It's winter time, it's molting, and that's the life of it.
Molting. They're not molding.
They're molting.
They're molting. And so eggs are not abundant as we would like them to be, but they are still laying. I'm getting about 2 to 3 eggs a day. So I'm hoping to build my flock up. We've got some roosters out there that hopefully can freezer camp here soon.
I don't want freezer camp. That's a good joke.
Is that a good joke?
Why do you like freezer camp? Somebody asked me why do I like freezer camp, and I'll say, because it's good. Please ask me that.
So they'll be going to freezer camp here soon. But I need me some warp hens. When we very first started out with chickens, we got an Australorp rooster, and his name was Popcorn, and he was a really good rooster, and he was beautiful. And so I would like to get me another. I'd like to. So I like to get me. So I got me some Australorp chickens. I got me 4 Australorp hens. They're a little bit on the smaller side.
I said they might be banging.
Yeah, he said they might be banging, but hopefully they get a little bit. Hopefully they'll be laying. They should be laying by spring. But a good deal on them. They were actually at the pet store at like what Petmart? Petco.
And they get 3 and you get 1 free.
Well, yeah.
Buy 3 and get 1 free.
Buy 3 and get 1 free. And so I bought 3. 4. I bought 3. I got 1 free. I've got 4 grown roosters down here and 2 young roosters. And I only want to keep like 2 roosters. 3 of it, maybe 3.
Yeah, we ain't getting rid of Silver.
Silver is our pet rooster. If you've watched for any extended period of time, probably you've seen him. He pops up in shorts and videos and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, he pops up everywhere. But he's our pet rooster. We hatched him out of the egg. He's the only one that got my only big stock that got hatched that time. Right? Yeah. He's the only. So he was raised up with our heritage breed chickens, and so he doesn't know he's a big stock. He stays on the heritage breed chicken side and not on our big stock side, and so he doesn't get along with any of our big stock roosters.
We'll throw him over there, and he'll try to get back on the heritage side.
Yeah, he doesn't stay on his right side. So I don't really know if I'll be able to breed him or not, but
we might just have to breed him on the heritage side.
He is a pet, and so he probably won't be going nowhere for a while unless something gets him.
Once he does,
well, guys, we've been on here for about an hour. When I looked up, it was 55 minutes and 55 seconds. And so I'm trying to hang out with you guys as much as I can. I'm trying to have these one-on-one time conversations with you all, and
because it's fun hearing all y'all.
And I hope that this time period works out a little bit better for everybody. Hoping that we get to hang out some more. I want to try to do these lives on Sunday. Y'all don't hold me to it. It'll be good Lord willing, weather permitting, Wi-Fi connection permitting, time in the day permitting, and so I'm hoping to do this more. I'm hoping maybe Sundays can be our day, our Sunday fun day.
Sunday, that's right.
To hang out.
Like Taco Tuesday.
I do this channel to help people and to open people's eyes to what it's like living in our area. Like I said earlier, our little corner of the world, our little corner of the United States it seems so different to people from outside of our area. And I just want to let everybody know that the place is a wonderful place, and it's a blessing from the Lord that I've been raised up in the Appalachian Mountains, and that I get to raise my daughter in the Appalachian Mountains, and that I get to raise her on this little homestead and this farm. And I hope that the skills that we learn, and the skills that she learns, and the skills that I learn and show you all will stick with you all for a lifetime, and help you all and to help spread the gospel and the love of Jesus. And the love of our Lord and Savior in this world, on this channel, and just to be a help. There's certain things that everybody's not going to agree on, and that's okay. We don't always have to agree all the time, and open to learning new things. I tend things I like to learn about everything. Every learner. I want to learn. I want to learn all the things. I love to learn new things, and so that's what this channel is about. And so, if, like I said earlier in this video, if you are new to this channel and you're just popping in to see what we're about, that's what we're about. That's the things we're about. We're about faith, family, food, raising your own food, growing your own food, producing your own food, learning and acquiring skills, and living the old way, living a slow life, slow living, slow way of life all the way around. We're not the type of people that's drawn to all the fancy things in life. We're drawn to the humble, small, quiet things in life, and we get the most joy out of the things that come from the Lord. The things that come from nature, the things that come from animals, the things that we can produce from our own hands, or the things that we can produce through work and effort and time put in. That's where we get the most joy. And so, if you're wondering, like I said, what this channel's about, that's what this channel's about. To help and learn from you all, and hopefully you all can learn something from us, and just work towards a sustainable life while we're here on this earth. We've all got a time appointed to us to leave this world, and we're all going to die sometime, but while we're here, we might as well take advantage of the time that we have to do the best we can for our family and for ourselves. That way we can, number one, above all things, serve the Lord, and work our way towards making it to heaven, and to live a simple, quiet life here on the earth, that's blessed of a simple way to live. And so that's what we do. That's why we homeschool. That's why we spend most of our time outside, and that's why we grow our own food.
And that's why we love our life. And to let y'all know, I want to do anything it can do with animals. Because I love animals, and I love my pet chickens. But y'all, to let you know, before Silver come along, I did have a pet chicken.
You didn't, or did?
I did.
Who was your pet chicken?
Tiger.
Oh yeah, we've got a big stock chicken whom she and we love dearly. But anyways, guys, I've been talking and just pouring my heart out on this live video about our channel. But if you all are watching, like I said, and haven't subscribed already, please subscribe if you're interested in anything that we do. We put content out about livestock, dogs, rabbits, goats, chickens, big stock chickens, and heritage breed chickens. We've got a lot of things that go on this channel. We grow gardens. We can our own food. We put up produce. We do all the things, all the homesteading things. And so, if you're a bit interested in any of that, then subscribe. But guys, I think we're going to hop off here, but I appreciate everybody that's come in to hang out with and who's liked it and just talked in. I appreciate it so much from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. God bless you all. We'll see you later.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.